Hello everybody, my name is Shivam Misra and I am advocate. Bail related provision in our CRPC, that is discussed under section 436 related to bailable offence, 436A under trial prisoner related bail issues is covered. If we discuss non-bailable offence related bail issues, that is covered under section 437 of the CRPC. Anticipatory bail related provision, that is covered under section 438 of the CRPC. Court of Session and High Court regarding the bail related provision, that is covered under section 439 of the CRPC. Mainly the people generally aware that chapter 33 basically discuss about the bail related provision, but bail related provision in the case of grant of bail in appeal, that is covered under section 389 of the CRPC. And if we see the chapter 8 of the CRPC, section 106, where the security for keeping the peace on conviction, and if we see the section 116 where the security during the inquiry by executive magistrate, if we see the section 107, then security for keeping the peace by executive magistrate, means chapter 8 the sum of the topic that is related to bail issues. And if we see the default bail related provision, that is comes under section 167 subclass 2, and there is one bail provision is also under section 437 subclass 6, where if the case is tried by magistrate and the first date of hearing and trial is not concluded within the 60 days, then accused person has right for the bail. So that is a bail related provision that is in our CRPC. And the generally people say that the definition of bail, generally people say that bail is a release from the custody, but I am not fully satisfied. Why? Because there is some bail related provision under section 436A, where the bail to require accused to appear before next appellate court. And if we discuss about the section 107 and 116, then we find out that 106, that is discuss about the security for keeping the peace in other cases. Then we find out, if we observe the section 437A and 107 and 116, then we find out that accused person is not in custody. So we cannot directly say that bail is a mechanism where the release from the custody. So it cannot be said. So basically that we can define bail. Bail is a type of guarantee or surety from accused or the witnesses. Again I am repeating, bail is a type of guarantee or security from accused or the witnesses. And if we simplify the definition, then we can be clearly say that bail is a mechanism used to ensure that person will do specified. That can be we can be define bail provision in that term. Again I am repeating, bail is a mechanism used to ensure that person will do specified. And some of the question that people comes to mind, that how many types of bail. So generally bails are categorized into the regular bail, that's after arrest, that comes. If we discuss about the interim bail, that is a temporary bail granted by court till your application is pending in the court for regular bail or anticipatory bail. And if we discuss about the anticipatory bail, that's a before arrest, that's a type of bail. Again I am repeating, regular bail, interim bail and anticipatory bail, these are the types of the bail in our CRPC. And if we wholly discuss, then bail is a 436 related to bailable offence, related to non-bailable offence, that is discussed 437 and 438. Anticipatory bail related issues, that is the cover under 438, and there is a appeal bail related issues, that is the cover 389 of the CRPC. So hope you are getting that type of the bail. And when we are seeing that sometimes that the bail is a release from custody, then the concept is coming like as a parole and like as a furlough. Then actually this is not as a judicial process, that is the executive process. State government or the administrative department make a convey of the provision of parole and the furlough. So basically this is a whole definition and the types of the bail. Some of the concept we must clear, that generally we have seen that's bail is rule and jail is exception. This is statement. So why this statement is same? Because when the court is deciding the bail, then then the question is right to freedom versus interest of society to punish criminal. That is the things that when the court is granting the bail. Bail means jamanat, you can say in Hindi, means right to freedom versus interest of society to punish criminal. That is a conflict between these two. And there is a article 24 first, where it say that personal liberty to individual right, and if we see the society of interest to punish a criminal, presumption of innocence and victim right to justice, there is a different barriers is coming when the bail provision is comes to the mind. So basically when the court is going to decide the bail related issues, then court comes to the mind that the court observe consideration of court is like as a previous history of that accused, family background of that accused, society, what is the role of the society, role of that accused person, witness influences chance, how much chance, a reasonable apprehension of tempering the witnesses, some of the things court observe when the court is granting the bail. And court also see the nature and seriousness of the offenses, and court also see the character of the evidence which is the present in front of the court. And if we see the interest of the public, means lot of things court observe when court is going to grant the bail. But again I am repeating, article 21, which is discuss the personal liberty, individual right, and society of interest to punish a criminal, presumption of innocence, victim rights of justice, and right to freedom, interest of society to punish criminal. Lot of things matter when the court is granting to the bail. But again I am saying, bail is a rule and jail is exception. Why? Because the court try to make a bail, because bail is a things where if person is arrested, then it is a violation of his fundamental right. Hope you are getting my